Hello there and welcome to the Bearded Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. I'm of course George. Welcome along to the channel, everybody. And it's a match review. It's another win for Leeds United. 8 in a row for Leeds now. 8 wins in a row, unbeaten in all competitions this year. I think it's 10 unbeaten now. Eight, like I said, 8 wins in a row in the league. We're up to second, 9 points away from Leicester now. Leicester dropped points today, lost at home to Middlesbrough. Massive game on Friday at Ellen Road. We could cut the gap to 6 points to first place Leicester City. But we're talking about the 2-0 win at Plymouth. Leeds went to Plymouth 11 days ago now and won in the FA Cup 4-1 after extra time. We went and won points there today in the league 2-0. Was a bit of a difficult game. We'll get into it in this video. Remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new and you enjoy the content. Get down there in the comments below and discuss the game today. Can we catch Leicester? Can we keep this up and get automatic promotion? Let's wait and see. Only time will tell. But yeah, we're gonna dip into the game now. So we're unchanged from the game against Swansea City at the Liberty Stadium on Tuesday evening. Obviously a 4-0 win. Big win for Leeds that evening. Unchanged Leeds were. Obviously had to make a late call, didn't they? Daniel Farke in that game. Patrick Bamford got injured. Your Perot came in. For him, Your Perot played the full 90 minutes. Did he today, or did he get taken off right at the very last? I can't remember. But he played the majority of the game, didn't he? Obviously got an assist. So Yol Perot, I think, starts at number 9 position, Rutter in the 10. We start quick like we did on Tuesday, 1-0 up within the first 10 minutes. And I think we started really, really well. High pressure, high pressing on Plymouth, who we know it's a difficult game, really. They're unbeaten in 10 league games. In the 10 league games, not since October have they been beaten by Swansea City. We're the only team to beat them at home this year, obviously in the FA Cup. Yeah, now in the league, we're the only team to beat them at home park. But yeah, we started quickly. I thought we did well. Pressure on the Plymouth back line. Didn't allow them to play. I think we had an opportunity, just a half chance before we scored. But you know, the first goal was excellent. It's Willie Nonto who's got 5 in 5 now. He's absolutely rolling now, Willie, and this is great to see because we all, you know, split decisions, didn't he, Willie Nonto with his silliness in the summer. You know, now he's knuckled down. He's got back into the team now. Obviously, a bit fortuitous with Dan James being injured, but he's taking the opportunity and he's scoring goals. You can't leave him out the side now. And that's great because Dan James is now back fit, so it's competition for places there. But it's Jorginho Rutter who creates this one. Another assist for him. He was going to be my man of the match. I know some people disagree, but you can't really with the way that he got on the score sheet, got an assist as well. He boots it way up into the air, but it's no accident. He's not just booting it for the sake of it. He's seen Willie Nonto down on that right hand side and he's free. Can he control the ball? Yes, he can. He you know, pokes it past the defender, runs round him, one touch, in, you know, with his left foot, another to put it in off the post. Leeds are 1-0 up within 10 minutes. And he's clearly enjoying his football. They all are by the look of it. Why wouldn't you be? 8 wins on the bounce. You're absolutely flying into every single game, aren't you? So we're 1-0 up on 10 minutes. But I thought then we just laid off them a little bit. We allowed Plymouth to have a lot of the ball. Their lad Miller on the left-hand side, I thought was actually, I say, Rutter was the man of the match for us. If you're looking at a man of the match overall, I think he had to get it. He was causing us all sorts of problems down the left-hand side, and Archie Gray was really struggling to keep up with him, to be fair. Although once they got into the final third, I didn't think Plymouth really had much in the way of sort of threat up front and threat to our goal really. But they did have some nice passages of play and nice little bits of tidy passing. The other lad on the right hand side looked a tidy, decent little player. I was quite impressed with him as well in the FA Cup game last week as well. So he looks a tidy little player. Their right winger. But I thought they had a bit too much of the ball for my liking, if I'm being honest. And then we started to say, hey, we've got to step up our game a little bit, and we started to play a little bit better. I thought, um, obviously Georgie hits the post, nice little bit of play, and he just curls it onto the post. But I don't know, you felt a little bit uncomfortable, to be fair, and that's, fair play to Plymouth. They made us feel uncomfortable, and it's a hard place to go. Like I said, unbeaten there since October until today. So yeah, I felt a little bit uneasy, although not at the same time. I was like, well, we're 1-0 up, we've got the goal. Obviously, if it was 0-0, you'd feel a little bit tetchy, wouldn't you? But I felt we had enough to kill them off in the second half as it goes at 1-0 at half time. In the end, that was the case, but we come out the second half. Plymouth came out like all guns blazing, like a bloody steam train they did, and again without really causing us too much sort of bad moments and nervy moments. They were having a lot of the ball. Like I said, their lad Miller again continued to impress, and all the play seemed to be coming down their left hand side. And in possession, when we did finally get it, we were a little bit poor. I thought Junior Firpo, especially, sort of stood out for me as a bit of a one that didn't really have the best of games. Lots of loose passes. And that was the whole team really. Loose passes, poor in possession. The press wasn't there, which I think Patrick Bamford does give us better than Yo Perot. That you can see the structure of the team is a bit better. The press wasn't as high. We were allowing Plymouth on the ball, plenty of the ball. I think we fancied his chances to just defend really, and they did that well. To be fair, I thought between Melier, Rodon, and Ethan Ampadu, we marshalled them pretty well. I thought, like I said, I thought the two wing backs, the two lads on the wings in the defence, Firpo and Gray, didn't have the best of games, but at the end of the day, we didn't concede. It's another clean sheet. It's a fifth clean sheet in a row, which is unbelievable. Must be some kind of record there. And we've only conceded one goal in the whole calendar year. It's an incredible achievement, to be fair. And I think that's maybe what Leeds wanted: tire them out, and we know we've got the quality on the other end of the pitch to hurt them, and in the end we did on what was it, 72nd minute I think it was. Um, we finally get one right because we were not getting it right. We weren't getting the final ball right. Passes were going astray. We were not looking up to his usual sharp selves. And Chris Somerville at all. He had one of his off games, but look, we won't go into detail on Cree because Cree's done a lot this season. He's had a fantastic season. He's allowed to have an off game here and there, isn't he? Didn't play the best today, but wasn't his day. But in the end, Yo Perot finds Jorginho Rutter in the middle of Plymouth's half. He runs with it as he does, very strong on the ball, shrugs off the defence, and then sort of puts it through not only the defender's legs but the keeper's legs as well. It's a double megs into the back of the net, and that relieves all pressure from Leeds United, and we then can kind of say, hey, I think that's it, probably done, because Plymouth, even then, Plymouth were continuing to go forward, and we had to be on his guard because they were very, very. They were just relentless, weren't they? It didn't deter them like you see Swansea on Tuesday deflated. But Plymouth didn't deter them, even at 2-0 down in the 70 odd minute mark, going into the 80th minute. They kept going, and you're thinking, gosh, if they get one here, it's going to make for a real nervy end to it. A bit like the game at Ellen Road. Um, yeah, they scored late, didn't they, after we got ourselves into a seemingly comfortable 2-0 lead. But it wasn't to be for them. I thought we held out pretty well, all in all. Joe Roden and Ethan Ampadu, like I said, were good. Elan Melier, I thought, was good with his catching, and his also he likes to punch, but he was good with that as well. I thought he had a really good game today, actually, Melier. Um, And yeah, we run out 2-0 winners, 8 in a row, and we roll on to Friday night's big one against tabletop in Leicester, and we're sitting just 9 points behind them now. Because I say just, it was a long, long way back, a few months ago. So fair play to the boys; they're really rolling, really enjoying themselves. And yeah, leave me your thoughts on the game today in the comments there below. Like I said, my man of the match was probably Rutter, just for the pure thing that he got a goal and an assist, really. But it wasn't a standout display from anybody really today. I thought it was a grind. It was one that you just had to say, hey, we've got to knuckle down and win this game and make sure at some stage in the game our quality shines through and we get the goals we need, and that's what happened in the end. And miserable day and everything like that. The wind, swirling rain. It was didn't look great down there in Plymouth today. So kudos to you if you went there, and again as well if you went there last week. Fantastic support there, and you were duly rewarded as we all were wherever we're watching. Always good when Leeds United win, isn't it? 8 on the bounce. Let me know your thoughts in the comments there below. Marching on together. I'll see you on the next one.